Yes, sir.
Welcome. You're pretty fast there for a cold, snowy morning.
Yeah, well, you know, it's fakery.
You're just a stud.
No, it's just
I love it.
lot of magic in there.
Yeah. Well, this guitar is
tricks.
pulling stuff out of you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Paul
Yes,
here,
sir.
Music Villa. Today we're looking at the Martin Billy Strings model. It's called a DX something or other.
2E?
DX2E Billy Strings. It's kind of a cool little tag. It's got a pickup in there.
Oh, it's got a cool Billy Strings logo in there.
Check out the back. Brazilian Rosewood.
Very nice. Very
HPL.
Sleek. Yes.
So it looks like Brazilian Rosewood,
Yeah.
but it's high pressure laminate is what they call that.
It's a far more sustainable product, right?
Exactly.
You know, so it's gonna let you go. But this comes with the electronics, eh?
Got a Martin little, I don't know what they call that. Oh, E1.
The E1 system.
E1 system.
It has
straight up.
that nice little tuner that is visible. If you get close, you'll be able to see it. It's kind of visible when you're in the playing position. You can reach in, poke it, and then tune while you're. So this is like a plug and play instrument. So if you're looking to perform and jump right up on stage and go after it. But you know, the nice thing now, the wood on the top is still susceptible to humidity changes, but not.
It is. Yes. But
don't presume that this is like those
just
carbon fiber guitars or whatever. But I would offer maybe it's a little bit more resilient. You don't want to test it too.
Not in our climate. I would say you got to humidify
you still
these
got
guitars.
to humidify?
Yeah, solid spruce top.
Yeah.
Connected to a laminate back, and in our dry climate, it can be real tricky with these. So I always tell people, because a lot of people, they buy them, they think they're going to just take them on the raft and do whatever they want to these things. Take them to 20 below, and they
but you
really
still got
are
natural
still
wood
a
on top,
natural
so
wood
it's gonna
top.
be.
So.
No, this is really nice. It almost feels.
But these are just great price point.
It almost feels unfinished.
Yeah. I don't think there's maybe one spray on there. Maybe it's pretty much raw wood.
Yeah, this feels like I'm just loading lumber at Home Depot or something. It feels, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's a little fuzzy. It's got a little depth. You know about scale length? Is this a short scale?
What? Yeah, no. It's 25 even.
Okay.
That's what makes this different.
Okay.
I was like trying to think, okay, what is different about
What's
this?
weird here?
There's two things different. The nut width as well. 2332.
Those are just numbers to me. I don't even know
Well,
what that means.
okay, think of
23,
1 and 11/16 is the skinnier nut, and then we have 1 3/4.
Right.
So 1 and 23/32.
Okay.
That's like 1/1000th of a millimeter bigger than 1 and 11/16.
I got to pull out a calculator to figure out, the percentages, and
is it like
fractions.
100 million of a millimeter bigger than a 1 and 11/16?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm so lost.
I'm so bad at fractions.
Yeah. Anyway. But it's in between.
11 times 2 is 22. This is 23. So instead of 11/16. It's not even 12. It's not even like, it's like, I don't even think. Only Billy Strings can tell the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
There it is.
That's why he's Billy Strings, because,
I guess so.
and maybe that's this trick. Maybe that's it. Maybe now
That's
everyone's going to get a 20, or now everyone's going to want a 23, 30 seconds nut width.
Okay.
But yeah, the scale length is interesting though, 25-inch scale length, which is cool. That's just really right in between a short scale and a regular scale. I mean,
it felt a little more compact, but it's suffice it to say it's very, very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
I like shorter scales, and I like wider nuts.
Yep.
Generally speaking, that's just feels more comfortable, and I like wider nuts because I'm sloppy, and where there's a little bit more string spacing, whether it's at the nut or if you have more spacing at the bridge, then I'm not hitting two strings as much. I'm not muting that adjacent string when I fret, so I can be a little sloppier, which is how I like to play.
You can also get used to anything too.
No, you can get used to it for sure, and you can get more precise. But again, I'm lazy and I'm sloppy. So, but it's very playable, and those folks who like to come from the electric backgrounds, like we've talked about John Mayer models, where he's got a relatively
that's
thinner
a small
nut.
Thinner nut, which I don't understand.
If you're an electric, if you're used to playing electrics,
yeah, true.
Then it's probably way more comfortable than a big fat, you know, wide nut. So
I'm assuming that this is a precursor to a full Billy
signature,
Strings,
like the high-end models.
Yeah.
So he'll probably some type of D or HD or custom.
Yeah, some sort of custom
signature
Dreadnought signature Billy.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. That'll be cool.
So I'll tell you a little bit about my thoughts on Billy Strings, and when he was first like arriving on the scene, I confess I was skeptical. I was like, oh, it's another hot picker, but you know, he plays fast, writes a good song, and I didn't initially give him the credit he was due, right? Because I think it's once you get old, you're like, new things, yuck. But and listening to Brian Suttons and David Greer's and Tony Rice's, you know, all these monstrous traditional players, and then here comes this young kid who's, you know, jumping in, and I didn't want to like him. Yeah, I'll be honest, right? Because he's new. Yeah. And then I started listening to more and more of his playing, and you know, he's playing with all the old classic pickers and whatnot, and he's the real deal. He's really good.
He's legit.
Yeah, he plays, writes good songs, great singer, and just a great performer. And you know what I love about it is that, I love bluegrass music. I love acoustic guitar of all varieties, and we talk about guitar heroes, right? And so it's so nice to see a younger guitar hero who focuses. He shreds electric too, but you know, he's primarily known as like a bluegrass player. And so people like my sons, who want to play Megadeth and Van Halen and whatever, they also get drawn into these instruments that we love because of players like Billy Strings. So I really appreciate not only his talent, but the impact. The
impact is huge. It's wonderful when you get a young up and coming that gets people inspired to get into bluegrass or to get into any style of music. It's always great.
Or just to pick these things up and do whatever you can. 3 chords in the truth, they'll still set you free.
Exactly.
You know?
And the 23, 32nd.
Yeah, 23, 32nd and the 25. Yep.
All right.
Sweet. All right,
Quentin.
the DX2E Billy Strings new model from Martin.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Check it out, musicvilla.com. Come visit us. Thanks for watching.